So I'm usually a pretty big wuss when it comes to horror movies, but with it being October and Halloween coming up, I thought I would branch out and watch some of them. So today I'm going to watch a movie that I've been putting off watching for a long time. It is the 1999 film Sleepy Hollow. I vaguely remember the Disney Ichabod Crane cartoon from when I was younger, and that terrified me. I never even made it through that. So that's kind of my relation to this, which is why I've been putting it off for so long. I know Johnny Depp is in it, and I usually enjoy his performance, so I'm excited to see this. Yeah, I've been putting this off for so long, so I'm a little nervous and excited to finally watch it and see if it's as scary as I imagined it from when I was a kid. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for horror movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And I do have horror movie themed notebooks for sale. The link will be below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Oh, it's a Tim Burton movie? Oh, okay, that makes, yeah, him and Johnny Depp work together a lot. Okay, that's awesome. I love Johnny Depp. I mean, and I love Tim Burton. So yeah, I'm excited now. I just rewatched Tim Burton's Batman. I just love his style. Yeah, all I really remember about this is like a headless horseman is involved, and that was enough to terrify me, so I'm out. That's all I watched. But yeah, there used to be a cartoon that would play on Disney, like a cartoon short that would play especially in October and during Halloween. I don't know if the name Ichabod is like from Dutch or the Netherlands, but he had a windmill on his symbol for his name, Van Garrett. I'm wondering if Danny Elfman did the music. I guess I'll find out at the end. But yeah, him and Tim Burton work a lot together as well. Ah, yeah! Chopped off the driver's head. Oh my god. Yeah, see you later. Oh, yeah. Chopped him. Should be a head count on this one instead of a body count. How many heads get the chop?
Burn it.
Yes, sir.
Bring out your dead. I'm not dead yet.
Islands. It is a place called Sleepy Hollow.
Hey, that's the name of the movie.
Locked off.
Clean as dandelion heads, apparently.
Oh, that's quite the comparison.
Who is now put to the test.
Yeah, that's interesting. He wants to branch out into more like detective work. Everybody's just like, oh, you're guilty, punishment, let's not look any further into it. And he's like, okay, well, let's figure out why people are committing these crimes and, you know, possibly prevent them in the future. I didn't realize Sleepy Hollow was the name of the place, like name of the town. What? Christina Ricci too? Oh man, she's amazing. I also just rewatched Casper. Classic. Classic. Gotta watch it every year. Christopher Lee. I was gonna say that judge looked like Christopher Lee. I don't know if that's... I'm guessing that's who he's playing in this. I haven't seen a ton of Christopher Lee stuff, but I know he's in a lot of horror films. I definitely need to watch more of his films for sure. Yes! Okay, music by Danny Elfman. Awesome. The two of them together, like Johnny Depp, Tim Burton, Danny Elfman, like just amazing. All three so talented. Yeah, I haven't read the story, so comment below. Is this true to the story? Does it take like a darker turn? I know Tim Burton is kind of, that's his style. It's a little bit more on the darker side. Yeah, definitely getting like spooky Halloween vibes with the pumpkins. I'm guessing it's currently October. Yeah, they said it's almost the end of the year, so. And like all the trees are dead and just acting that extra spooky vibes. Yeah. I feel like this would be a good like Halloween movie.
A kiss on account.
Oh my. She's like, oh, you really are a stranger. This actor sitting down was in Harry Potter, I feel like. And I feel like that actor, that dad that was just talking, was also in Harry Potter.
Lancaster, Reverend Steenwyck.
They seem nervous.
Their heads were not found severed. Their heads were not found at all.
Oh my. He collects them?
He'd filed his teeth down to sharp points to add to the ferocity.
Oh my god. Is that Christopher Walken? Oh my god, yes it is! I thought Johnny Depp was gonna be the Headless Horseman, but oh. Oh, the Shining twins? I don't think I've seen a movie where Christopher Walken is the villain. Oh, she snapped it like a twig. And his teeth are filed down. Yeah, oh my god. Oh, he loves to chop off heads. Doesn't even try to attack the rest of the body. I feel like you would have to be very strong to get the head chopped off in one blow. And of course.
Cutting off heads where he finds them.
He's like, oh, I'm battling a ghost. Cool, 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 cool. An angry, vengeful ghost. Yeah, he doesn't believe their ghost story. He's like, I'm a very logical thinker. Like, I'm gonna find, you know, a detective's answer to this. And this is a human. It's not a ghost. So, yeah, and they're like, seeing is believing. So, if he sees it, will he change his mind? Guess we'll find out. I wonder if Christopher Walken will have any lines. With that accent, I think it'll be hard to, or like the way he talks, I think it'd be hard to take him seriously as a villain. And there we go, yeah. Just loves chopping off those heads. Yeah, the horseshoe prints next to the body, yeah, yeah. Those look, yeah.
You take a road Nazareth down.
I love the demonstration.
Down.
That's so cool. That'd be such a fun prop. Oh, he's going in. Ah,
The devil's fire.
What was that guy holding? Like a key or something in his hand? Suspicious. They definitely know more than they're telling.
5 victims in 4 graves.
Was one of the victims like a woman who was pregnant or something, or?
5 victims, 4 graves.
That's my guess. Yeah, but they all seem to be male victims so far, so. Or they buried somebody that they were hoping the town wouldn't notice went missing, but it seems like a very small town. Ah, yes.
Table.
These tools are giving me like Dead Ringers flashbacks. Right in the eye.
The widow Winship was with child.
Yeah, and that one guy obviously knew that, so... So definitely some secrets. Oh, a creepy covered bridge. Oh, God. Yeah, there he is. There he is, the Headless Horseman, and he holds a pumpkin for a head. Oh, God, that's so creepy. I definitely remember that from the cartoon. Yeah, so creepy. And orange has really been the only color we've seen throughout the movie. It's like black, grays, dark, dark colors, and orange is like the only pop of color. Oh my God. That's terrifying. Oh! Ooh, bonked him. Just threw a flaming pumpkin at your head. So creepy. Yeah, comment below how I imagine just like green screen or blue screen or however they removed his head digitally. Oh, so cruel. Yeah, because the Headless Horseman would have actually killed him, not just thrown a pumpkin at his head. Still, such a cruel trick. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. We've got color now. Yeah, that's an interesting contrast to like present day as opposed to like when he was younger. I'm guessing this is his mom. Oh, shoot. Okay, interesting. Something clearly traumatic happened in his childhood or something from his past.
The nurse who cared for her during her sickness is now Lady Van Tassel.
There was something else.
Her dad married his wife's nurse.
I've had them since I can remember.
Oh, I thought they were like from that device he was playing with in the carriage. Okay, interesting.
And my mother was my teacher.
That's the same like symbol his mom was drawing?
I wouldn't have the heart to cage him.
Well then,
Wasn't that the same bird that his mom had on like that thing that she made that flipped? It was a red bird. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and his head spun all the way around just as he was about to leave town. Yeah, look out. Oh my gosh. He's gonna come back. Oh, hello. He takes it with him, so he's coming back. Oh, that's a close one. Cheese and rice. But he didn't take our man Ichabod Crane here. Okay. Now does he believe? Now will he believe his stories? He just had what, murder witnessed in front of his eyes. She floats? Okay. Is she a witch or something? Oh my. Yeah, those were like the symbols that Christina Ricci's character was drawing. That looks very much like the Bible that they handed Ichabod when he got there. I'm guessing his family is somehow related to the families of Sleepy Hollow. Yeah. Maybe like a long time ago, he just doesn't remember.
In short, to pit myself against a murdering ghost.
Okay, yeah, so he believes now. Obviously, he's seen it from himself.
I should like to say that I make no assumptions about your occupation.
He's not a very brave man. Yeah, he's like hiding behind this kid.
Each to his own.
Oh, I killed the cardinal. Oh! Oh my god. Oh, that's way scarier than those like cartoon eyes. Is the tree bleeding? Oh my gosh. That's disturbing. Oh. Oh god. Yeah, instead of like sap, it's got blood in it? What? Yeah, the branches are like veins almost. Oh my god. Stop! You know what's happening. Why are you still giving it chops?
What is it? Just stay where you are. Don't...
Was that like skin? Oh, he found the heads. Oh my god. He found where he's been keeping the heads. And this like little like nook at the bottom of the tree. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Between two worlds.
Yoga.
Soil is loose. Bring the shovel.
No one likes loose soil. Oh god, they're moving. Oh, there he goes. That's a creepy doorway. It's full of heads. Oh my god. Time to collect some more heads. Gotta meet my quota. So creepy. Yeah, and just the like, I think what scared me the most as a kid is the fact that this horse would just run past you and chop off your head. Like there's no, like, you're not fighting back. There's no like conflict. You don't see what's happening most of the time. He's just swoop and you've lost your head. Knock before entering. Well, does that apply to a horseman? Definitely not. Oh, he's got axes now. He lost his sword and his horse. Yeah, and he's like making house calls now. Oh, well, you know, some things never change. How's your kids? How's your wife? And that's cool, that light thing's like spinning in the background as well. Oh, of course, her eyes line up perfectly with the crack in the floorboard. He just killed that whole family. He doesn't have a head. Where are you gonna aim? And he's also dead already, so... Damn you, old-timey gun, and have to reload the gunpowder. Yep. Whoa! Oh, just slapped him. Yeah, how would you kill him? Like, how would you take him out? Yeah! A sickle? 2 sickles.
He's not after you. I'll get him.
Yeah, why is he not after you also? Great point, Ichabod. 3 sickles. How many sickles does it take to take out a headless horseman? Oh! He didn't cut off his head, he chopped him in half.
Katrina.
Yeah, why is his injury not really... It's like he doesn't need any stitches and he doesn't seem to be infected, so... Yeah, and she had that book of potions and spells, so maybe she's, yeah, dabbling in witchcraft as well. Yeah, the horseman's like going after the family lineage of people who tracked him down and killed him in the first place. And this red door and this very white church, oh my. Ah, nightmare. Nightmare. Oh, that's how he got the thing on his hands from this chair. Oh my god. Oh, this poor boy. Who's in there? Is that his mom? Yeah. Oh god. Yep. Yep. Saw that coming. Oh my god. Yep. Cheese and rice. Nightmare. Nightmare fuel. Because they suspected his mom of being a witch, I guess? And put her in that, like, Matilda medieval closet thing.
Broken.
Last will and testament.
The new will just before he...
Oh, look at that. Wouldn't you know it?
Reverend Steenwyck knew the secret because he performed the marriage.
Yes, okay, that makes sense.
Upstairs to bear witness. Here is his signature.
And that's why he killed. Yeah, they're all related to this one thing.
The horseman came for him.
Anybody who's connected to this marriage and this will.
Next of kin. Baltus Van Tassel.
Da-da-da-da. Yeah, just casually hanging out in his room. Like, why? Oh, that's a giant furry spider. Get it out. Get it out of there. I would be, yeah, hiding as well. Oh, she put a hex under his bed?
The evil eye.
Yeah. Oh, that's not good. Oh my. Oh my. What? What?
Goodbye, Ichabod Crane. I curse the day you came to Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, shoot. Oh, God.
Not to look at it, as not to mention it.
Yeah, she was the one in the woods. He's not gonna say anything, he's just gonna let it happen. So maybe, like, the stepmother was involved in all this as well?
Get away! Stand back! Stand back!
Yeah, now they're just turning on each other. They don't trust anybody. Is like gonna, like, grapple his way into this building?
And I will seek it out!
It's gonna come through that window, isn't it? Yep. Oh my god. Saw that coming. Yeah. As soon as anybody stands in front of a window. Oh, bye! It's like, I can't go in, but that doesn't mean you can't come out. He's gonna bonk this fence. Bonk. Oh. So creepy. Of course his neck is, yeah, perfectly lined up with the fence. Yeah, she's the one that drew the thing under his bed, and then she drew another one in the church.
Farewell.
Yeah, he's like, Katrina was responsible. She was dabbling in witchcraft, obviously, and... Oh, it was a protection spell. Okay. She wasn't trying to curse them. She was trying to protect them.
When this cut was made, this woman was already dead.
What?
Dear stepdaughter.
And she loves to faint. Okay, so the stepmother's somehow back to life. Yeah, what's going on?
One more night of beheading. Rise up with your sword.
Yeah, she's the one summoning the Headless Horseman, and she has the skull.
Come now for Katrina.
Oh, yeah, and she's giving him a name, saying, come after this person.
And Baltus did not stay to watch.
That's true, they did cut before we saw her actually be beheaded.
The body.
The servant girl? Sarah. And I always thought she was you.
Oh my gosh.
But it seems she had a purpose, after all.
Yeah, and without her head, they wouldn't really... Oh, and yeah, she just did the cut to match. And that's how we figured out, yeah, that she was already dead. Okay.
The archer.
Yeah, so she didn't come back to life. She was never dead in the first place.
Bring firewood. We crossed the path of the Hessian.
Oh, I see. Okay.
To avenge me.
That's an interesting tie-in. Because, yeah, I was like, what are these two girls doing alone in the woods?
Exchanged for my complicity in his fornications with the servant girl.
Oh, fornications, you say? So spicy.
My dear, by your father's will.
She's the only one left.
Oh, my sister, by the way. Sadly passed away.
Yeah, sadly. This windmill is giving me like Frankenstein vibes. Whoa! Bye, windmill! Oh my god, that's insane! Yeah, and the stepmother's gone with his skull, which seems to be the only way to end this curse. I'd watch out for low branches there, bud. Yep, bonked him. Oh, okay. That's one way to ride a horse. Oh, no! So much dragging on the ground in this scene. The music's great for this scene, too. They're like choking each other, but he doesn't have a head. They just don't make carriages like they used to.
And jump and skip.
Oh, God.
So, you're not dead.
It's just a flesh wound. Yeah, that's the skull. Get it. I sense a bonk coming, and bonk. It's like, thanks, I've been looking for this. Whoa, that's creepy. Oh my god. Whoa, you see his face rebuilding? Whoa, that's crazy. Comment below how they did that. We got a dead man walking here. Christopher Walken. That was terrible. Oh my! The book stopped a bullet, and she's like, keep it close, it'll protect you. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, think that's like the most he's spoken. And it's interesting to have a villain that doesn't talk throughout the entire movie. Oh my! No thank you. No thank you, sir. Not with those teeth. Yeah, exactly. Oh! Deadly smooch. Swoop! Ooh! Oh, quite the entrance. And her hand just sticking out. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, so I'm guessing they returned to New York. Oh, that's like a fun, like, Beetlejuice dress almost. It feels very Tim Burton.
You'll soon get your bearings, young Masbeth.
And again, very like black and white theme still. Yeah, not a lot of color. So that was my first time watching the 1999 film Sleepy Hollow. I didn't realize it was Tim Burton. That was awesome. I love his films, so it was great to see that. Great cast. Christina Ricci, Johnny Depp, Christopher Walken in a few scenes, but obviously as the Headless Horseman, our main villain. The soundtrack was from Danny Elfman, which we've seen frequently. Him and Tim Burton work together a lot, so that was great to see. I love his work as well. And Tim Burton, Johnny Depp, and Danny Elfman, I find, are frequently collaborating together, so it was no surprise to see all three of them together on this. There was a few other British actors that I feel like I've seen in other stuff. We also had Christopher Lee in this, who has been in a ton of horror movies. He was in the opening scene as the judge, I believe, and I don't think I've seen a horror movie where Christopher Walken is the villain, or I don't even think I've seen a horror movie with Christopher Walken, to be honest. He didn't talk, and I felt like that was going to ruin it because he obviously has a very distinct way of talking. So I was like, I don't know if I can take him seriously as a villain if he has many lines or tries to be intimidating with, you know, a speech pattern, but he didn't say anything. He just had like a few like args at the end, and obviously with it being a headless horseman, he doesn't have a head, he can't really talk anyway. Yeah, comment below if you know how they did that. I'm assuming it was blue screen or green screen or whatever for the actual headless horseman scenes. I really liked the forest set, as there was lots of scenes with them running through the forest, and that's obviously where the headless horseman was killed. It was an interesting tie-in to those two girls at the beginning. Honestly, I had forgotten about them by the time we got like halfway through the movie because it was such a brief scene and it was kind of random, but it makes sense. Why would they be out there? And that was nice to tie in and just remind the audience, oh right, these two girls were just alone in the woods, and why would they be out there? And then we find out that is in fact Katrina's stepmother, who's been orchestrating this whole thing and is trying to get revenge because her family was cast out from this landlord who turned out to be Katrina's dad. I thought Christopher Walken did a good job being the villain despite not speaking, but he looked super creepy and with those like chiseled teeth. Christina Ricci's character, I was like, maybe she's evil. What is she doing? Like, what is her involvement in all of this? And then we found out she's actually trying to protect and is casting protection spells. I didn't really feel the romance between her and Johnny Depp. Like, it seemed like that's the direction they were trying to go in, but they didn't have like any sex scenes or anything like that. But as we saw that she has moved to New York with him at the end of the film, and they're going to have this life together. But yeah, I didn't really feel the connection there. It's definitely a Halloween themed movie, as I'm assuming this took place in around October when he first arrives in Sleepy Hollow. There's the pumpkins and it looks like he's going to a Halloween party, or that's how I perceived it anyway. A very Tim Burton color palette with black, gray, whites, very dark colors and dark tones, and that also obviously fits the tone of this film. And the only colors we really saw were the orange pumpkins. There was a few dresses that had really bright colors, and then the red cardinal and that red door when Ichabod was having his flashbacks to his childhood and his mom. Despite this movie being over 20 years old, the visual effects, there was only one scene where I was like, oh, that looks a bit dated, when that witch, her eyes pop out of her head briefly. It just looked like kind of cartoony and didn't really seem to fit the rest of the scene. So that was the only time where I was like, a little bit cringy. But all the head chopping off and everything like that, I thought you didn't really see a ton of it, but it looked decent. I think it still holds up today. And that scene where the horseman gets his head back and his skull transforms back from the skeletal frame to a human face, and the skin is growing back and you see all like the muscles and nerves and everything. That was so cool. Yeah, comment below if you know how they did that, but I thought that was well done. And again, considering it's 20 years old, it didn't look super dated. I'm sure now it could have been even better, but I wasn't like, oh, this is going to be painful to watch. It still looked decent in my opinion. I don't know if there are sequels or remakes or anything like that. Comment below and let me know. And I don't know, I haven't read the legend that this is based on, or the book, or whatever the source material is, so comment below if this is true to the original legend, or if they took some creative liberties to make it darker, or added in the romance or whatever. I'm not too sure if that was there. Sometimes they just add that in for the movies. So, and she was our main female character other than the stepmother. I thought Ichabod would have some connection to this town of Sleepy Hollow, as he's having these like flashbacks to his childhood and this horrible event that happens to his mom while he's there. So I was like, maybe he has some tie-ins to this community, but that wasn't the case. We find out his mother had been accused of witchcraft and was put into this like medieval torture thing basically, and it felt very much like The Shining when they open the doors and all the blood comes spewing out, and the two girls who I was like, oh, maybe these are twins, like they look to be about the same age, and twins obviously in The Shining. So I don't know if that was intentional or if I'm just making that assumption, but that was kind of my first impression. I'm glad I finally watched it. Like I mentioned at the beginning, that Disney cartoon terrified me, and we did see one scene that was reminiscent or reminded me of the cartoon, at least that covered bridge scene where he's being chased by the headless horseman and kind of hears those hoofbeats and nobody's there and he's looking over his shoulder. And especially since Ichabod is such a skeptic, he's like, okay, what's going on? Nothing's there, like I don't believe any of this stuff, until he obviously sees it for himself. But yeah, that covered bridge scene I feel like was definitely a scene that was in the original Disney cartoon. It was interesting to see how this Ichabod's character is sent to this town, and he finds out basically that he is now chasing a ghost, and he seems like a very logical, like scientific person. He's like, I don't really believe in any of this stuff, but he's trying to be a detective more and solve these puzzles, as opposed to the legal system that was in New York, where it was just like, oh, you're convicted of a crime, that's it basically, we're not going to investigate any further, we're not going to try and find out why. And Ichabod kind of had that curious mind and wants to know why people are acting this way. And then when he's tasked with tracking down this ghost, and like, how do you, it's not a person, you can't like sit down and try and, you know, problem solve it logically. So giving a logical person this, you know, irrational problem, I thought was interesting. And how I was like, how are we going to kill this ghost? Like, it doesn't seem, nothing's doing it, like bullets aren't doing it. They set him on fire in the windmill scene, which was so cool. That definitely reminded me of Frankenstein, and just that huge explosion of the windmill was a pretty crazy ending. And then as the story unfolds, we find out that the skull from the headless horseman's grave has been stolen, and the only way to end the curse basically is to bring it back. I thought the 4 elders from this town would be way more involved. They definitely had secrets, but they were also targets of the headless horseman. And then we find out obviously it was the stepmother sending the horseman after these guys, as they knew the secret that he had married somebody in secret and was going to leave everything to her. And the stepmother obviously wasn't okay with that and wanted to have this will and this estate and all these fortunes left to her. And then she's slowly taking people out one by one, obviously, until she becomes the last one standing, and the daughter, Katrina, is the last one in the way, as we see her try and take her out in those final scenes and that long carriage chase scene. Overall, I'm glad I finally watched it. It definitely was super creepy, but I'm glad I kind of faced my fears and watched this. Johnny Depp was great, Christina Ricci, Tim Burton, Danny Elfman, just a great cast, great soundtrack, and an interesting story. I'll have to do some more research about the legend now and see how much they stuck to the story and what they took leaps on. I thought the visual effects were cool, other than that one eyeball scene, but even when they've got the tree of the dead, and they like peel back the branches and stuff and blood's coming out, there was definitely no shortage of blood in this movie. And they see this like little cavern full of these heads that he's been collecting, and obviously seeing the horse like fly through the air and jump into this tree, and that's kind of his like gateway to hell basically, as he takes the stepmother back with him, and just all this blood comes pouring out. I don't know what I would do if I started, like, if I broke off a branch of a tree by accident and blood started coming out. I would not keep digging, probably, but yeah, just, oh, that was such an interesting take on it. I like that it tied back into the beginning with the 2 girls we saw in the forest, and I believe they were also wearing, like, pink dresses or something really bright contrast to stand out against the dark woods. If I watch this again, I will definitely be paying more attention to that scene. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for horror movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. And his teeth are filed down. Just loves chopping off those heads. Oh, a creepy covered bridge. No one likes loose soil. 2 sickles. She's the one that drew the thing under his bed, and then she drew another one in the church. She didn't come back to life. She was never dead in the first place. Why are these 2 girls doing alone in the woods? Fornications, you say? They just don't make carriages like they used to.